He is one of the most recognizable television and film characters of all time. Mr. Spock, of course, played by Leonard Nimoy. He is the man who portrayed the famous half-human, half-Vulcan, first in the original Star Trek series in the 60s and later in 6 feature films. Now, for the first time in 18 years, Mr. Nimoy is back playing an older, time-traveling Spock in the much-anticipated prequel Star Trek. Leonard Nimoy, it is so good to see you again.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. What was it? I'm sure that it must have been a little bit nostalgic putting the ears on for the first time in 18 years.
More than a little bit. More than it was great. It was like, on the one hand, it was like slipping into an old bathrobe, you know, feeling very, very comfortable. On the other hand, working with all these very, very talented people and with the memories of the people that had gone before, it was a very emotional experience for me.
When you look at this, I mean, the movie itself is not so much an homage as it is an updating in a way and a telling of what we didn't know about these characters before. Were you surprised at how intelligent this was?
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised because I read the script, obviously, and I had a good conversation with the writers who I admire a lot, and J.J. Abrams, the director, told me what they had in mind, so I could see it coming. But the backstories have been alluded to earlier in some of the TV series and in some of the earlier films, but never as well told and as told in such human, emotional terms that is in this film. And that's what I think makes the picture such an important and wonderful experience, because J.J. Abrams has made a very, very big film. It's got great special effects, great size, great scope and scale. But at the heart of it is this great human core. And
including Spock's character, as portrayed here by Zachary Quinto. What did you think about the casting of this young man?
He's great. He's great. Before he was cast, they sent me some footage of him. And I called J.J. Abrams immediately, and I said, look, he not only looks enough like me to make it work, but he's also a very intelligent actor. You can see the mind at work on this actor, and he's very well trained. So I think I'm really proud of him. He does a great job. You know,
there's a great moment in the movie. I don't want to give too much away, but there is a
Give it away.
Okay, great. I have Spock's. Okay, I'm good then.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Tell him stuff.
Okay. Well, there's a face-to-face meeting between your Spock and Zachary Quinto's Spock. And what was that like, seeing the younger you, in a sense?
Not many of us get to talk to ourselves that way in a movie.
At least not intentionally.
That's right. It was wonderful, wonderful. It's a wonderful scene. Very, very unique scene. You don't see that very often. And here I'm working with this terrific actor who's playing me.
Yeah.
It was great. We had a good time.
Did he ask for tips? Did Zachary ask you?
We met a lot before the movie started shooting. We spent time together talking about our work, how we go about building a character, what our training has been all about, the philosophy of Star Trek, and the history of Star Trek. But I never said to him, do this or don't do that. That wasn't necessary. He's a very well-trained actor and knows how to do the job.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but our news anchor, Ann Curry, is just head over heels over you. I mean, you were her first crush. Just take a look at this, if you would.
I had a crush on Spock.
I had a crush on Spock. I gotta tell you, I had a big crush on Spock. I had a crush on Spock once. Anyway,
well, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring them together. I mean, how can we keep unrequited love?
I'm so
like
sorry that you have to put up with me, but I have to say that I really meant I didn't.
Are you gonna hug me?
Yes! I'm gonna kiss you. I have to say, a few people get to meet their childhood crushes, and I obviously am so lucky to be able to meet you.
I'm very flattered. Thank you.
No, honest to gosh, you're acting so intelligent and so smart, and that kind of duality.
You have great taste.
Have I actually made you blush? I think I have. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so
I did
much.
kind of attack you, but no, honestly.
Well, only half of him blushed, because there's only it's that Vulcan.
The Vulcan half blushed.
Well, no, honestly, it was the intelligence in your work and the emotion, and yet not in your work, but also those bloody ears. I don't know what you've done with them.
Okay.
I don't let many people touch
I was going to say.
All right, you should hold me back now. I think
we're coming close to where we're going to have restraining orders put in. Leonard Nimoy, thank you so much for being here. So great to see you again. And Star Trek opens up in theaters nationwide tomorrow. Still to come, why some moms love to judge other moms. But first, this is Today on NBC.
I didn't know I was going to get to do this.